into long distance running. I never was my whole life. I was always a horrible long distance runner. I did well only by dint of willpower, but it's not a natural thing for me. I watched this wonderful documentary sponsored by Nike. It's called Breaking 2, I believe. And it's freely available on YouTube and Vimeo, or just Google it. And it's about breaking the 2-hour barrier in the marathon. And it's a brilliant documentary. And it's also a brilliant piece of marketing for Nike. After watching that documentary, and my wife started training for a marathon, I got so excited about it, I went out and bought a pair of expensive Nike running shoes that were similar to the prototype they used in the movie, in the documentary. And in that documentary, it was all about how can we make these 3 runners go faster. Everything else was secondary. It was basically 2-hour marathon. And just like with the Olympic rowing, so let me just share from my personal perspective. I'm very inspired by all of these things. And in wartime, which the closest I have really ever gotten to real war is on TV or watching movies, it seems like there's an obvious objective. Stay alive, beat the bad guy, or whatever it is. It's usually a pretty obvious objective. But in life, especially in peacetime, in a technologically advanced place, it's not as obvious what your primary objectives are. And how do you go about dealing with this? Secondary, it was basically so how can we deliver the faster result and nothing else? Last week, we came back from Taiwan to Singapore, and we were supposed to spend a week and a half in Singapore, but then we had to cut our visit short because my sister's husband passed away from cancer. It was quite, he had cancer for a while, but the particular timing was quite sudden, and we are rushing back to America, where they live, and going to stay there for almost 2 weeks for the funeral and memorial service, and just to spend time with family and help out. So that's what's happening. We got the email when we landed in Singapore from Taiwan. First thing that I read when I opened the computer was that email, and there wasn't much more information. He's leaving behind a 2-year-old and I think almost 3, and a 5-year-old, and of course his wife, my sister. So yeah, it's just going to be a time of reflection and of course grieving, and hopefully there'll be enough space for that. In the meantime, I've got all this. We're really behind on our business plans, like 4 months behind schedule. And the bottom line is reflecting that. So I'm hoping to get some things done, because we can't afford to be any further behind. But there are priorities. So yeah, you gotta just do it. And we got the long flight, and then I have no mood to eat. So finally losing some of this fat, a little bit. Hopefully more of it later. Yeah, there we go. Long flight ahead, because it's an emergency flight like this, and passing through 2 stops. Not looking forward to this, but we stocked up on sleeping pills, and let's see what else. Is that it? That's pretty much it.